Seems like the university arc in the Rascal Does Not Dream franchise is ending not long after it began, with Dear Friend being the movie that wraps it all up. And with it currently being the holiday season, it only makes sense for me to review the second season of the show, Santa Claus. Let's see if another serving of puberty syndrome is the gift we deserve, or if we're better off receiving lumps of coal. No matter what kind of dreams you have and whether or not they come true, I have a spoiler alert here for you to make the journey easier for you. Ho ho ho, I hear the mistletoe, so let's go 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 and not be slow slow slow. Hey, I'm Owen the Fictionboy, and here's my review on Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus. The second season of the show picks off on the post-credits scene from the last movie, Knapsack Kid, with Shoko having shown Sakata that Toko Kirishima and a particular son of hers strangely don't exist in her timeline. Upon telling Shoko not to worry about other people, Sakata wakes up right as his statistical science class at college ended for the day and Mai wrapped up filming for a commercial, so the two could chat on the phone with the man saying he was invited to a mixer. At the mixer, Sakata met Miori Mito, aware he is Mai's boyfriend, but once the event was over, the two chatted about puberty syndrome on their way home. They also had Spanish class together along with Uzuki, the lead singer of Sweet Bullet, yet Nodoka told Sakata about how she and Uzuki had a disagreement about the future for the girl band, since the lead singer wanted to go solo, and if that wasn't weird enough, Sakata briefly saw a girl dressed as a miniskirt Santa Claus in the library, just like how Mai was dressed as a bunny girl in the beginning of the franchise. Following how we see Sakata and Ryo being cram school teachers, Nodoka confronts Uzuki again, though the latter apologized for the conflict, leaving the former speechless. As Mai and Miori were getting along well, Sakata told Ryo about Uzuki's unusual behavior, and Kaede, Sakata's sister, showed him a commercial of Uzuki getting popular because of her singing a cover of a Toko Kirishima song. Nodoka expressed her concern for her leader to Sakata as she had a poor rehearsal session, and the man and troublesome singer rode on rental bikes together, discussing their classes and futures together until they reached a Budokan. Another Sweet Bullet concert was taking place at Zepp Diver City in Odaiba, and as the main couple noticed Uzuki lost her voice during the performance, the other girl band members learned about Uzuki receiving offers for solo careers. Nodoka vowed to continue performing without her leader at the next concert at Hakejima Sea Paradise, with Sakata going there with Kaede and her friend Kitomi, yet a storm put the performance to a halt midway. Sakata then saw Uzuki in the middle of the crowd. Sweet Bullet decided to sing via a cappella. Uzuki rejoined her bandmates, revealing her voices back. Clear skies and functioning lights and speakers allowed the girl band to complete their concert properly. Uzuki announced that she'll do her solo and group careers simultaneously, while having to drop out of college to make it happen. And the miniskirt Santa reveals herself to Sakata once the Lost Idol's troubles were no more. The miniskirt Santa said her name was Toko Kirishima. She knows how Sakata is the only person who can see her, and her presents to the people are puberty syndrome. Yes, she gave Uzuki her puberty syndrome, and to Sakata's former middle school classmate, Ikumi Akagi, as well. At a Halloween dinner party, Sakata learns of how #dreaming was trending with people thinking the dreams posted there are actually prophecies. This turns out to be true when Ikumi saved a little girl from a pumpkin lantern that was going to fall on her head. Ikumi then invited Sakata to a middle school reunion. Sakata had dinner made by Mai, Kaede, Nodoka, and Uzuki. Yes, 4 girls in one man's room. And once Sakata and Mai had the house to themselves for the night, the two created a fake dream in the hashtag. Another Sweet Bullet concert took place at college, but Ikumi had a bad wound despite Sakata's warnings. The attacks are caused by a supposed poltergeist, and Sakata and Ikumi had the seriousest deal in the history of serious deals. We then hear rumors of Ikumi having a live-in boyfriend during her senior year. Writing appeared on her arm. Sakata briefly encountered the miniskirt Santa again. Sakata visited his parents with Mai accompanying him, and there, he finds the middle school yearbook. That verified the message from earlier. He confronted Ikumi, who is actually the Ikumi from Sakata's alternate reality. We see flashbacks of Sakata telling his school about Kaede's puberty syndrome, as well as Ikumi seeing Mai and Nodoka at graduation, and Sakata made Ikumi visible again at the middle school reunion. The two put on quite a show as Ikumi scolded the schoolmates for ridiculing Sakata in the past, whereas Sakata boasted about dating Mai. And once the theatrics were over, Sakata advised Ikumi to move on. However, the next time Sakata was with Mai, Ikumi showed them a warning from the other Sakata saying, "Find Toko Kirishima, Mai is in danger." As Sakata was continuing his cram school teacher job, the principal requested him to start tutoring Sarah, a girl he bumped heads with earlier. And the funny thing was, he recently had a dream about that, but things got even harder for the lad, as the miniskirt Santa said she would only have a date with him on the afternoon of Mai's birthday, though at least he bought his girlfriend a ring as her birthday present. Once the date with Santa was over with, Sakata brought desserts to the girls in his room as they were celebrating Mai's birthday, and Mai wanted Sakata to spend Christmas Eve with her at a hot springs resort in Hakone. Sakata had a prophesized dream once more, where he was dating Sarah on Christmas Eve, and at cram school, Sakata needed Ryo's help for a certain math equation, but upon Sakata suggesting Ryo would be a better teacher than him, Sarah outrageously said she wanted Sakata before abruptly leaving. Later, Sakata did some research on Toko Kirishima by looking at the university's beauty pageant website, and she's actually a third-year student named Nene Iwamizawa. Sarah later apologized for her behavior and stated her puberty syndrome can make her see through and read minds of those she touched via quantum entanglement. After Sarah agreed to help Sakata locate Toko Kirishima at her Christmas Eve livestream, Sakata realized that Sarah's puberty syndrome let him perceive her vision and thoughts. When Christmas Eve came, the main couple and Sarah went to Kamakura, and Sarah was afraid she couldn't compete with Mai to be Sakata's boyfriend. The puberty syndrome cure made Sakata lose the link between him and Sarah really wanted Mai to give Sakata to him, but Mai couldn't do that, yet Sarah reluctantly understood that. At the live stream, Sakata was too late, Nene was invisible to Sarah was taken home, and the couple were able to have their time in the hot springs. On Christmas morning, Sakata dreamt of Mai revealing herself as Toko Kirishima during a music festival, and coincidentally, Mai got an offer to perform at a musical festival on April Fool's Day, and as the couple talked about Sakata's dream, all the other friends stated they also had strange dreams on Christmas Eve, except Mai. When winter break ended, Sakata talked to Takumi Fukuyama, one of his guy friends, asking why he came to the university they're in, but Takumi forgot, and Nene wasn't happy to hear about the rumors of Mai being Toko Kirishima. So Sakata made it clear Mai will announce her denial of the rumors on Coming of Age Day, and apparently, it's revealed Miori can also see Nene as miniskirt Santa. Later, Sakata got a call from Mai who said she'll be the police chief for a day on February 4th, concerning Sakata, since that was the date Tomo had her dream about where the equipment fell on Mai at that event, which made her unconscious. A week after Mai announced denying being Toko Kirishima, Nene had Sakata go on a shopping date with her on January 30th, and we hear that Takumi was Nene's boyfriend, but when they tried to make Takumi remember Nene, their attempt failed. Following that unfortunate event, Miori and Sakata discovered Nene's past performance of her singing a Toko Kirishima song and videos of other people singing covers of Toko Kirishima songs only visible to them. When Sakata visited Nene again, the miniskirt Santa quickly forgot Nene, becoming Toko Kirishima even more now, so Sakata had to bring Nene's trophy to Takumi, hoping it would trigger his memory of her, and despite that being successful, it took a while for Nene to regain her memory, and realized getting rid of Mai would not solve her problem. Nevertheless, There was still a crowd of people dressed as Santa Claus invisible to everyone else in the audience at Mai's event, so he saved her from the loudspeakers that would have fallen on her head, and as some girls checked on him in person, others were worried or grateful on the phone. Mai was just relieved they're both alive, and on the day prior to the music festival, Sakata and Miyori passed their driving tests. The rumors of Mai being Toko Kirishima resurfaced, and Sakata saw Mini Mai yet again. Saw her once or twice prior in this season, too. This second season of the show was pretty good. We may have already gotten a dose of Uzuki and Sister venturing out, though I'm glad she's in the gang now, as she's kinda cute and has a nice voice to back it up. Albeit not quite as cute as Panda Kaide's voice, but still sweet. Izumi, Miyori, and Takumi are also welcoming additions. All the other voices are great, and in spite of being skeptical of the animation change at first, I can see it as a nice, tiny upgrade nowadays. Despite the new season focusing on different girls, Kaede, Ryo, and Nodoka still have roles, so they're not sidelined from the series, and the franchise makes it clear Sakata and Mai remain as the main characters. There are some funny and sweet moments. I found it traumatic during the flashback of nobody believing Sakata when he said Kaede got puberty syndrome and Izumi feeling guilty for him. I was on the edge of my seat when I feared Mai could die, again. And Sakata continues to grow as a character for going a majority of the series without wanting to get naughty, aside from one or two instances. Nevertheless, this season is one of the weaker parts of the franchise, because while it is better than the two movies that came beforehand, it's not exactly on par with Bunny Girl Senpai or Dreaming Girl. For starters, Sarah is worse than Tomo in terms of girls who tried to take Sakata away from Mai, and I question if Sakata still seeing Mini Mai means if his puberty syndrome was never cured. There are also some nitpicks, such as notwithstanding how I said Uzuki was kinda cute earlier, her calling Sakata her big brother is sorta creepy. Tomo fans may be disappointed in seeing that she only has one important role. It's a bit weird not seeing Ryo, the puberty syndrome doctor, in her lab coat, and same for the Sweet Bullet girls not being in matching red and purple attire. My main problem with this season, though, is the miniskirt Santa herself, Nene, as she is selfish for not caring about Sakata and him wanting time with Mai. I find it hard to believe puberty syndrome is a gift for people on the nice list, and I couldn't believe she, or Sarah, even thought about murdering Mai to have things go the way they should in the grandeur delusions. Rascal Does Not Dream of Santa Claus may not exactly be as perfect as a gift anime fans received for early Christmas, but it is one that some people like me are still thankful for, so I will give it 4.25 out of 5 stars. It was certainly an interesting direction for the franchise to go, and to think it's going to be over with just one movie left, I'll be crossing my fingers that it ends on a high note, because fans truly deserve the ending they asked for, and I am looking forward to it. There's more in store for you this season. Would you kindly give a like, subscribe, share, and turn on notifications? Also comment below and follow me on Instagram for teasers and thumbnail previews of videos that are yet to come. Adios amigos, and have a brighty lighty nighto!